Bo Xilai had promised a revelation on the last day of his trial, and he didn't disappoint. He said his two main accusers, his longtime ally Wang Lijun and his wife Bo Xilai, were involved in an extremely special relationship, which had turned sour, and Bo Xilai was sick of it. He described what seemed to be a single incident, in which Wang gave Gu a letter communicating his love for her, before slapping himself in the face several times and denying Gu's charge that he was abnormal. Bo himself then walked in, took the letter and discovered the truth.
Extraordinary as these revelations are, it's hard to see them having any legal weight. They do fit into Bo's wider strategy, though, of trying to place himself on the fringes of any wrongdoing, perhaps responsible for not being aware of it or not reacting to it, but never a main player in the accusations against him. And in this specific instance, they support his contention that he was never trying to cover up the guilt of his wife in a murder, simply that he believed she was being framed by a jilted lover.
Bo Xilai was convicted last year for the killing of the British businessman Neil Haywood. In his earlier testimony, Wang Lijun said his boss had dismissed him from his post as police chief to end the murder investigation. Wang said he fled to a nearby US consulate in fear for his safety. But now Bo says Wang's attempted defection was instead motivated by the uncovering of his relationship with his wife. So what's to be made of this trial that, for all the court controls, has been dominated by Bo's performance?
I've been following on the internet. It's a step forward in China to see so much information.
I think there's much more behind the scenes that we don't know. But if he's guilty of corruption, he should be punished.
The prosecution said Bo Xilai had refused to take responsibility for very serious crimes and should be shown no leniency.
They claimed he abused power and caused significant losses to national and people's interest. The circumstances were extremely serious. Thus, they stated he should be severely punished according to law.
The interests of the Communist Party leadership, rather than the law, will almost certainly be the priority here. But by allowing Bo Xilai to mount a public defense, the eventual verdict might at least appear more considered. And as Bo Xilai departs the public stage, he can say he's given his supporters something to remember him by. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Jinan, Eastern China.